Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of DMH's Killer Closeouts. I'm your host, Death Metal Hero, and with me I got my buddy Scott Payne, and
What's up,
we're
everybody?
talking about Chaotic Flux number 3. What's
Hell
going
yeah.
on, Scott? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. You know, just trying to get everything together to get the book finished and shipped out here hopefully soon. Getting everything ready for the printer.
Excellent.
But busy.
Oh yeah. How's the campaign been treating you so far?
Pretty good. Yeah. It's slowed down a little bit here lately, but still, I'm pretty happy with how well it's gone up to this point. Hopefully at the 6,000 point, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Be great because then everybody gets a metal trading card at that point. Who backs the book on the physical level, but hopefully we can get there before I decide to. Well, it's the 10th, so the 10th is when a lot of the stuff's going away. But hopefully we can hit that 6,000 at that point. But anyway,
yeah,
I'm still pretty. Like I said, I'm still pretty happy with how things have gone, and this campaign did better than the last one, so very happy about that.
Excellent. That's always good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Skull Flying Feline, thanks for coming to hang out. We appreciate you being here.
What's up?
Yeah. So what? So what other streams do you have lined up? Like, what else are you on? Like the wind down trail.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. This is the last few nights. I'll be doing quite a few streams. All back to back. After that, I think I got like one stream next Wednesday, I think it is, and then like a couple others like a little ways down the road. But I'm going to be kind of veering off from streams a little bit as I get more into fulfilling this issue, but also starting on putting together the next project. Really finishing the script for issue 4. Right. And I have another project I'd like to get off the ground before too long. So, I'll be more focused on that. But I still, want to try to do shows here and there, and still make myself known in the community.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I've been working on an intro for my own showcase show as well.
Nice.
I've been slowly putting that together. Hopefully, I can finish that here soon as well, and then start doing, as the big guys like to say, picking up an oar and helping out with the community and getting the word out for everybody.
Well, I started out doing videos, just like uploading the old stuff that I had on my channel, just because it was old content that, I felt like it should be on the internet. I took it down because the way things went anyway. But, it kind of evolved, and, it's a unique thing that we have here with this this community, this scene, whatever it is. It's a unique thing that we can connect with each other like this.
Definitely.
Because it's like going to a convention, because what we're doing right now, this is what I would do when I went to conventions with Last Wednesday. I would see a name that I recognized, and I wouldn't have any questions prepared. I'd walk up with my microphone in hand, and Derek with the camera behind me, like, "Hi, I've read a bunch of your books over the years. Can I interview you?" Right. And then I would just ask questions, just because these are people whose names I've seen, like I'm Chuck Dixon and EVS and so it's very cool that we can do this now, that we don't even necessarily have to go anywhere. I can sit here in the comfort of my own home, and you as well, and we can have a conversation. We can discuss, comics. We can discuss the things that inspired us to make comics.
Exactly.
It's like the best. I don't know. The only drawback is that there's no you can't immediately pick up original art. You have to wait for original art to be sent to you. You know what I mean? But yeah, being able to connect and talk, this is, to me, like growing up, to me, this is what, comics was about, telling good stories, and having a strong connection with the fan base, having fun telling stories, and
making fans and meeting fans and
interacting
and all that. and sharing
Having
ideas, and your experiences.
oh, King Leek.
What's up, man?
Exactly.
I love
Yeah.
his avatar.
That avatar is fucking
Yeah.
great. But yeah, this I don't know, this YouTube scene, this indie comic scene we got is a hell of a lot of fun.
Hmm.
And it's kind of funny that I've kind of gone back to doing this interview type stuff because I honestly hadn't intended to.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, but I did a couple. I got asked, oh, hey, you've got a slightly bigger following than me. Like Jason asked me to do an interview with White Cat Comics with Carla and John,
Hmm.
and that was really one of the first ones of these that I did. And
Hmm.
then it's kind of blossomed from here, and it's cool because I get to talk to all these different people.
Hmm.
Like earlier, I had Red Gaze and
Hmm.
Miriam on
Hmm.
for Sunsworn, and tomorrow I've got the 656 crew for Cryptidinals. Ha! I got it,
You got it.
got it that time. And
Nice.
it's cool. I love
Yeah,
this
it's very
stuff,
cool,
and
man.
and I'm glad to hear that you're starting a show as well because
Hmm.
it'll help. I don't know, help everybody get to know you. I
Yep.
mean, that's
Hmm.
really what it is because
Hmm.
like your boy says, when we're doing this, you can't be fake. You gotta be
Hmm.
real
Right.
because putting on an act all the time, like
Hmm.
that is too much energy. You will drain yourself. You will burn yourself out.
Right.
Like with me, what you see right here, it is what you see was what you get. So I mean,
Hmm.
just yeah, it's exciting. So I look forward to seeing what you have, man.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like I said too, I really want to try to get more spotlighting people as well.
yeah.
And it's I kind of I mean I think the amount of shows right now is pretty good that I've seen and that I know of.
Yeah.
But it still feels to me right now like about the same as it was when I last year.
Hmm.
So of course, I want to do start up a show last year or earlier even in this earlier on I wanted to and
Right.
just couldn't find the time to make it happen. But I'm setting aside some dedication here this year to making it happen. And like I said, I just want to be one more show out there, to add to the pot to get the word out, get people's voices out there for their projects, and get everybody
Exactly.
to know what's going on. Because I the more that the more eyes on all these great projects, of course, the better. I know that from personal experience, but
Yeah.
I feel like the more attention you can get as far as like people helping you out and you know um just more spotlights. That's what I really
Oh, yeah.
want
More voices. Yeah.
to more
No,
voices. Yes.
I hear you.
Especially when like I mean this is your best marketing pretty much. I mean unless you pay
Word
lots
of
of
mouth.
money. The best free marketing, I should say.
Yeah.
Doing YouTube channel and
I mean,
hosting people and getting the word
yeah.
out. Yep.
Yeah. Word of mouth.
Hmm.
Word of mouth has
Hmm.
always been, the best advertising, the most
Hmm.
genuine. What's up, Dean? Good to see you,
So
homie.
Dean.
Welcome. And when it comes to constructing your show, just as a just recommendation, find something
Hmm.
that is uniquely you.
Right. Hmm.
Find something that you're into, like
Hmm.
I what I know you're also into metal, like
Hmm.
have you thought about like talking about music? Like
Oh
I
yeah.
want to
Yep.
do more of that. I
Hmm.
also want to do video game content,
Right. Same here. Yep. Hmm.
just I don't know.
I like to
And
like.
again, it as I've said before on other streams, it's also about selling ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh,
Well,
we
the way
we
I
are
like to
partially our brand.
right. Well, I like to think of it a lot, especially when I do conventions. I'm a showman.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
because your comic is basically a show. I mean, I know it's not a TV show or movie or what have you, but it's a show on pages, and
Yeah,
you're trying to show people that this creation you've made, is worth their time, is worth their it's worth putting into their time slot of escapism, that they have set aside for themselves or what have
Well,
you. And also, of course,
time and money.
Yes,
like,
and
is
time and
it
money.
is it
I was
going to
about
be
to
worth
say,
the
of course,
money that they spend on it?
Yes. So
because I mean, how many times have you read something and you've been like, "Ooh, I spent $6 on this," and
right. Well, that's the thing too. Like, I have
okay,
a big belief that as well that because like of course I you kind of have to word it a certain way too. You can't just, like, a showman could even be someone who's selling you snake oil, right? But
often snake oil salesmen are.
right. But
The dark
like,
side.
I believe in chaotic flux. I believe in my creation, and so I, that's a part of it too. I think you have to show your passion, your love for your creation, and hopefully,
Absolutely.
The person you're presenting the idea to will feel that passion coming through, and that they feel like, okay, well, maybe this is something I need to check out.
Yeah.
It's energy, putting out the right
Absolutely,
energy.
man.
Yep.
Well, see, and you never read something and you feel like, wow, that it's kind of an okay concept, but this just came across real flat. The reason for that is because there's no passion in it, there's no energy in it.
Exactly.
Let's see. King League says, not gonna lie, I haven't bought a comic in over a decade.
Wow.
Tug's latest one is the first I have bought since then. That's awesome.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Really awesome.
Tug's great. I love that dude.
Yeah.
I missed both of those campaigns, so I know he's gonna do a third, and I hope to God
he does the back issue. Yeah. Let you get the other ones.
Yeah, because that's great for people that miss the campaigns.
Yeah, especially if you're doing the series.
Yeah. But that's awesome. I'm glad you're picking up a book again, and hopefully that will lead to others. King League.
Yeah, it's something he's reminded me of when I do conventions, and a lot of the people that I get to come over to my booth and get to meet, I find out that, like, they haven't bought like he said, he hadn't bought a book in decades, or they might buy a book every now and then, and then I get people too that never bought a comic book. And I'm not saying everybody buys Chaotic Flux that comes by the table, but a lot of people have, who either haven't bought a comic a long time or not at all. And so that's something that, like, I think is interesting, how it could be the right thing that suddenly makes them go, okay, maybe it's time I start reading again, or buy a comic for the first time ever.
They see something that makes them think, makes them I don't know, something that changes a perception, absolutely, or reminds them that hey, but this used to be something I enjoyed.
Right. But that's also too, I think, is one of the beauties about comic books is you never know what you're gonna find. You have to look and see what's out there. And I think that, just like I used to say this, or I still do, pretty much any form of entertainment, be it anime, animation, regular animation, or movies, or books, or comic books, there's something, at least one of those things for everybody. I mean, you can have someone that I never watch movies, but this one movie I saw I love, but all the movies I don't really care about, but there's people like that.
Oh yeah.
But that's fine, as long as they find something out there. That's what I'm getting at. There's something, I think, out there for everybody.
Well, that's the beauty of stories.
Different. Yes, exactly.
It's the beauty of stories. People are always able to find that story that catches their attention, that makes them go, ooh, hey, I love stories like that. That those are the ones that stick in your head and you remember for a while after that. King League says, check out my bullshit session with him. All right, we'll look that up. King.
Is it titled Bullshit Session?
Hopefully. That'll be
easy to find.
Yeah. That'll be easy to find. So let's go ahead and take a look at the camp. There's the tab. Ha! With dual monitors, sometimes they got like dueling Chrome windows, and there are so many. There's so many tabs open. Chrome is just eating my RAM. I guarantee you, it's just eating my RAM. Let's see, maybe I can. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had to close some of this down. Didn't want to start dragging.
That's cool, man.
Okay, so share the screen, the Chrome tab, and the audio. Oops, there we go. All right,
Boom.
there we are. All right, so we are at 4,740. Nice. So when are you, so you are closing down the campaign completely?
Well,
No.
The idea is that so everything that is in the campaign except for the standard edition of the books, issues 1 through 3, and the PDFs, and also there's a Brian Belando commission art piece, they will remain for a while. But everything else will be gone. And so it's kind of, I guess you could say it's a soft closing, but
okay.
I'm not
getting rid of all the extras.
Yeah, well, the reason for that too, the main reason for that is to make shipping distribution easier for us, and it's also going to allow me, like I was talking about earlier, to start focusing on the next project, and start putting that together. And I'm hoping to get a new campaign going before this year ends. So that's just going to be my focus going forward. And so May 10th is actually going to be the last day that you can get the chromium covers, the trading cards, the art prints, the t-shirt, the hat, and the face mask. Sorry, there's 2 t-shirts that you can get. So all that stuff will be gone on May 10th. So if you're wanting to get a hold of that stuff, now is the time before this coming Monday. It's going to be, I think it'll be late Monday, I think around 10 o'clock. 10 or 11 o'clock is when I'll be taking those things down.
All right.
Well, that's be Central Time. I forgot about time zones.
Yeah.
Central Time.
We're in Eastern my time right now. So
right. We'll say 11 o'clock. I'll make it 11 o'clock Monday night, Central Time.
Monday night. Okay. All right.
And then the campaign will just be up for a while, the rest of the books, and then I won't be really promoting it after that so much. Like I said, I'll be more focused on getting the next issue 4 put together. So
okay, so it'll still be up as a store, but it's going to be like a basic store. So like all the this metallic variants package is going to be gone. The all out Chaos Mask edition is going to be gone. First 3 chapters signed is going to be gone.
No, they'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
see, this is why I'm going through.
Right.
Why I'm making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the standard, because those are standard versions, so they're not the chromium.
Version. All right.
Yeah. So
metallic deluxe package.
Yes, that'll be gone.
Okay, that'll be gone. Okay, so this is going to be like the basic stuff left over, guys. All right.
So all the fancy fun collectibles, they will be gone.
Oh, all the finery is going to be put away.
All the swag.
Still got the collector's package kicking here. Let's see. Includes autographed copies of the original cover and the PDF version, plus these campaign exclusives. Your choice of 1 of 3 metallic cover variants. Click to choose. 4 double-sided character trading cards, 2 metallic and 2 non-metallic, and 1 metallic 6x10 art print, and a different metallic 6x10 art print. I can words, I swear.
I can words. It's all right. The awesome voice made up for the
well, thank you. I tried. This is a hell of a.
You should just start voicing trailers. Just a career voicing trailers.
You know what? I was talking to Red Red Gaze a little earlier. So maybe if he. I mean, but Red's got a tremendous voice of his own. So, but he's got those snappy trailers, man. He's great at editing a trailer.
Definitely.
I'm probably gonna pester him when I need a trailer. Man.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. But this is a great package here. And
thank you.
All right, the PDF unsigned.
I should say too that collector's edition. I mean, I don't know if people saw me on Drew's show last night, but I made a mistake. Instead of the shipping on that is $12, it's actually only $5. So all of that for $5 shipping.
Holy cow! That is amazing.
But also, like we were talking about earlier, issues 1 and 2 are in the campaign. You can add on to any of the physical tiers. Or I'm sorry, the PDF. You can add on PDFs as well. The issues 1 and 2, if you want. So pretty much anything you can add on issues 1 and 2 if you missed out on those issues, or if you just wanted, like say you bought the unsigned version last time, but you want the signed version this time, you can do that.
I see. Don't mind me. I'm plotting. So what about getting this and then adding issues 1 and 2? Is that aha?
You can do that.
There we go. Perfect. Well, there you go. That's the package that I would recommend. That way you get all of this swag, which will be gone soon. And
I, if I'm not mistaken, that's still $5 for shipping for all
that's
three.
Amazing. See, there you go. All right. So anything new that you want to talk about?
Well,
any little tidbits that you got you want to tantalize with?
Right.
I
The
still love this page. This page is great.
Thank you, bud.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun designing that page. That's one of my most favorite pages too. But so the stretch goals, there is a it's a 6,000 point stretch goal, and that one is a trading card of the AI robot in the book named Strife. It's his character and bio trading card. Well, Phoenix, are you familiar with Phoenix? Phoenix Anna 1, I think is his at Anna.
Phoenix Animation.
Does a lot of metal stuff. Yeah. Thank you, animation. Yeah. He I don't know why I sometimes forget. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I mean,
a lot of times just call him Phoenix.
Handle,
yeah. But he he did all this fun metal stuff that he's been introducing to the community and getting some great metal projects going. Well, he and I are teaming up on that card, and it's going to be an all metal trading card if we hit the 6,000 goal, and that goes out to everyone who backs the book on the physical level. And the card looks great too. He does. I don't know if you have seen his cards, but he does this like mirrored effect in the front, so it's really nice, reflective,
like
looking.
ultra reflection.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Cool. No, I haven't seen that, but that's exciting. I like the metal cards thing.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah.
Plus, in a pinch, you can wing them at your enemies.
There you go. Just sharpen the corners and
exactly.
I wonder if you would do for a couple of dollars per card to sharpen the edges. And of course, then is that shipping a deadly weapon?
So moving on. What's up, 24 Eyes? Welcome.
So, man,
you have to tell us what the name of your YouTube channel is there, King Leak. 24 Eyes, welcome, sir, and Mr. Brian Chriscow. What's going on, man?
Brian,
thanks for coming to hang out, buddy. I'm gonna have to get you to come hang out here pretty soon. Leg kick, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, Gary.
Thanks you gotta ask Brian to show off his new 3D print. He got a 3D print of his main character.
Oh yeah, of his gorilla. Nice. Very, very nice. So shirts. When do you have shirts? Shirts on here? Where did they go?
That too. Well, like you can add on the shirt as well to any of the.
There's the shirt.
Yeah, you can add on shirt. You can add on, or there's two shirts. There's the cover art with the logo on it. There is a variant that is the line art, just the black and white line art. And it looks like it's penciled on your shirt. Is the idea, and that's an add-on only shirt.
Oh, hold on. You did that just because of me. I didn't.
Yes,
I am on to you. I like it. Excellent. All right.
And the hat I'm wearing, you can add that on, and you can
Mm-hmm.
also add on. There's a face mask as well for those who, like the face mask thing. But it actually
Yeah.
is a really high quality, nice looking face mask. Um,
Where
but
is that? Was the double page spread in the updates? This fantastic double page spread here, was that in the updates? The whole one?
I'll go up a little bit.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought it was bigger.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's
that
hard
would
to get
be
it to fit on Indiegogo. I wish I could just,
yeah.
but there's only, they only give you like whatever. So
Well, I mean,
that's why I had
you
to do
gotta
it like
work
that and
within the
split it
size
up to
constraints.
get the,
Nah, it
yeah,
looks
I get
good
all the
though.
details.
Yeah. But that would also be cool on
Hmm.
on a shirt.
Um, I uh, I'm trying to figure out how to ship large prints. That might be something I'll
Mhm.
do in the future, but I do have art prints of that piece there.
Nice.
Yeah, I sell them at conventions, but I'm still trying to figure out how to ship such large prints and still
Well, I
make it,
mean,
not break the bank for me, shipping wise, and for people who order
uh,
them.
uh, check out pirateship.com.
Hmm. Pirate ship.
Pirateship.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll write that
also
down.
if it's 11 by 17, you can get Gemini mailers that are 11 by 17.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. And
Let's see. Pirate ship. I'm just writing it down real quick so I don't forget later. I got so much stuff going through my head here lately. It's hard to keep up with everything.
sorry, not my channel. The interviews on Puriority Sin's channel. She does a lot of gameplay vids and stuff. I interviewed for her channel. Puriority Sin. Let's see. What's up, Gargoyle?
What's up, man?
Yo, Fenrir Fire. What's up, man? Thanks for coming to hang out. What is your link, Sir Elium?
All right, cool.
Priorities.
Yeah, that's badass. They got 11 by 16 mailers. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that until somebody told me.
Wow.
They were I heard somebody talking about like shipping prints, 11 by 17 prints out to people, and yeah, they got Gemini mailers for that. What?
Right?
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, they're great, man. I hold on to Gemini mailers just in case I need to like send some books out to people.
Yeah,
Just
that's one of
because
my
they're
concerns too,
solid.
is like shipping something like that and not, it getting all beat up and shit in the mail. And
Gemini mailers, man.
there you go. Yep.
Yeah,
And I
that's
wasn't
what they're
sure if
built for.
the roll up in the tube thing will work very well. And when you get it too, it's going to be all, you have to like flatten it out. I don't want people have to worry about
Right.
that, so, but yeah,
Yeah.
Gemini mail sounds like the win-win right there.
Absolutely, man. They make some good stuff, and then everything that I've gotten that was shipped in a Gemini mailer has arrived, safe and sound.
Yep. Yeah, same here. Same here. But I didn't know they made them so big. Like I
Oh
know
yeah,
of Gemini mailers, and I get books when I order them, they come in them, but I didn't know they made them that size. That's amazing.
yeah. Purity Sin, fat fingered my keyboard. Happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so t-shirts. Did you ever do patches? I know Shay asked you about patches.
Yeah. No. I haven't done patches yet. I've been trying to decide if the demand is worth doing, and getting one designed and all that fun stuff. I'm still looking at different ideas, but patches could be something in the future. I just gotta find out how many people actually want patches. I guess in the chat, does anybody want patches? Are you all into patches?
I mean, I'm all about patches.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've thought about doing lots of different things, and patches was one of the things I considered. But like I said, I thought about doing like pins before. As like a lot of people like little like pins, like custom pins, and
Oh, definitely.
put on your backpack or your jacket or whatever. But
Federer Fire says
again,
he's having
not
some
sure.
beers at work and arguing with
Nice.
one bartender. Cheers.
Cheers. He's already going, I want more drinks, damn it. Bartender saying, no, you've had enough.
Alcohol. No, damn it.
No.
No. This dude is crazy with all these guns and stuff.
Yep, that's the big boy, Strife. Yeah, he's a lot of fun designing, and I'm obviously a big fan of Transformers, so I want to make this big badass mecha.
Yeah.
Something when you see it, you're just like, holy crap, like that reaction, like, oh, those guns, But like something that they can handle like a lot of shit coming at them. That's kind of the main idea with a lot of these characters. They're designed to be like hardcore super badasses because they got a lot of super crazy badass shit coming at them. Those super monsters and cyborgs, and there's a crazy super sorcerer named Malakar that comes to the storyline later on, and he's kind of like the Thanos of the storyline. So he's just something you don't want to mess with. So you got to have, in my mind, you want these characters that can hold their own, but at the same time, they do have drawbacks. They do have weaknesses. They're going to get into situations where they get their asses kicked, but that's also part of the storyline too. Picking themselves up out of the dirt and and encouraging not only themselves but each other. To keep pushing forward and making it through these impossible odds, or seemingly impossible odds, as well as they can. I love storylines like that where characters are just pushed to their limits. On a variety of levels. Yeah. Yes. Big time.
Have the characters actually go through something, because if the characters go through something, here's the funny thing: the readers go through something.
What?
No. It's almost as if people read stories to go on an adventure.
No. They want to learn about cats.
I'm crazy.
Cats and salads.
Hey, well, I have 3 cats, and they go on adventures with me. Number 109, El Gargoyle says, make sure you do Velcro patches.
That is a great idea. Liam. Oh, poor Liam. He didn't do. People mess with Liam all the time. He's a cool dude. At least he is to me anyway.
That's good. Good.
Yeah.
I've actually only interacted with Liam I think once. I think it was on Bancraft stream, and Liam popped in. I got to hang out with him for a little bit. But yeah, that was a very late night stream, and I think I was drunk. Yeah. The likelihood is fairly high. The likelihood that there was scotch involved was very, very
nice.
High. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you like the like really aged stuff, or what's your
Monkey Shoulder is my
Monkey Shoulder. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Single malt.
I'll look that one up.
As I tell everyone, it was a recommend. It was a terrible roll. Hold on. It was recommended to me by a proper Scotsman, my dear friend Captain Fuckhead, who I've not seen in almost a year now. Poor bastard. I don't know what fucking happened to him, but I miss him. Yeah. So I've been drinking Monkey Shoulder ever since he recommended it. I saw it in the liquor store and I was like, all right, I mean, it just can't be that bad. I mean, he's from Scotland, for fuck's sake. It's got it's tasty. It's delicious.
Nice. I'll have to check it out.
It's my favorite. What is Liam McGuire trying to get sex? I don't know. I don't pay.
Who's Nerd Wonder?
Shit. She's an artist. She's an artist on Twitter. She does anime inspired chibi type stuff from what I've seen. I mean, it's good. She's very talented. I mean, it's not the style's not really my thing, but she's good at what she does.
Yeah, it's funny since you said that. Like a lot of chibi art, I'm not really into either. But like, if you've seen on Ace's campaign for his Ace comic book, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I had Ace on.
Yeah, he's got those stickers coming in his campaign because you hit the stretch goals, and they're like a chibi style, but they're pretty cool looking. They're not like no. I like that design. Those are pretty cool chibis. I'm not sure if he considers those chibis, but that's what it reminds me of. But it's a good art style that I think doesn't look too cutesy, and like a lot of chibi is kind of very cutesy.
Sorry, I just saw this. Captain Fuckhead changed his name to the 10th for the 10th time, and I think he goes by Red Cap now. Well, motherfucker doesn't come hang out, and somebody get word to the bastard that it'd be nice to talk to him. Fuck's sake. Well,
Hmm.
good. Then you just keep chugging forward, and that's all we can do when we are faced with adversity.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, what were we talking about before I got distracted by?
Good question.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't heard hide
cool,
nor
man.
hair about
Right.
Captain Fuckhead.
Well, we were talking about
almost a
Scotch,
year.
and then it got you into Captain Fuckhead as your buddy.
Yeah, yeah. Scotch is good. I've been taking a break from the Scotch though. I haven't had any for a few days. I've been just letting it sit. Don't need it all the time.
Yeah, I got pretty messed up last Saturday. It was from friends, so I've been taking it easy this week. Maybe this weekend I'll crack open a bottle or something, but I gotta recuperate and focus on
well, yeah, you got shit to do.
Yeah.
You got shit to do. Can't
got pages to finish and all this stuff. So
yeah. So how close? Well, I mean, issue 3 all done?
Yeah, actually, I guess I should have said that earlier too, since you remind me of any announcement. All the illustrations are complete. So the line work is done. Right now I think we have 3 or 4 pages left to color. And then about how many pages left at letter? I think it's somewhere around 6 or 7 pages of letter. So I mean, it's looking really good that by next week we can get everything ready for the line, the print version. How you have to do the template and all. I don't know if you've ever done.
The layouts.
Yeah.
Please
to
tell
get
me
it ready
they
for
don't
the
still use
printer.
Quark for that shit.
Quark, I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, Quark was a layout program. I'm pretty sure everybody's moved to InDesign for making sure everything is properly laid out before it goes to the printer.
Well,
Quark was a program I had to learn back in the day, and it was awful. It never wanted to play right with anything.
Well, I'm doing, I'm using Mixum to print the book, and they have on their website, it's really nice. They have their own system on there where you just load up the book and you line them up how just right, and all the little details that they need you to work in and what have you. It's all provided there for you. So it's
that's great.
Not as much of a hassle as because that's kind of how it went with my first issue, because I didn't want a different printer, and they sent me all these templates and emails and stuff and what have you. So I had to do it all by hand.
Right.
It took longer. It was annoying too, because you send it to them, and then they'd be like, nope, that's not right, and you're like, damn it. So I fix it and send it back. Nope, this one's still not right. I'm like, damn it. But like I said, the Mixum is a lot easier. At least it seems a lot easier. So yeah.
Excellent.
I hope more printers do stuff like that. That provide a program that handles a lot of that shit for you.
That sounds a lot easier than the that I had to learn how to do in the day. Oh wow. Yeah, college age me would be very jealous of the ease with which laying something out like this would be amazed too, because it was a pain in the ass. Crop marks and anyway, whatever. But yeah, so that's awesome. That's exciting. Mixum, that's who Anthony Figueroa went with for God's Hand. And that book turned out really good. So guys, that it's going to turn out good.
Yeah, issue 2 was made with Mixum too. I haven't had any problems with them, and they produce great products. So
now these are saddle stitched, like traditional floppies.
Well,
30 pages. Stapled. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So stapled down the center. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So traditional floppies. That's awesome.
I plan to do traded collections eventually, but yeah, right now they're get to individuals.
So another question: have you thought about doing a less prestige format with maybe a different cover for them, single issues, trying to do that to go into stores, similar to how oh my god, why am
you thinking of Sweetcast?
Sweetcast, yes. Clint. I was trying to think of his
Clint.
first name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much how Clint is doing with Alterna, but I mean, he's breaking down his 48 pagers into I don't know. But have you thought about doing something like that?
No. I mean, I'm in some comic book shops in my local area.
Yeah.
But
that's
haven't
how you
done,
used to do it.
Yeah. But I haven't done specific covers or special covers for that.
Right.
But
well, I mean, yeah, if you've got the surplus around you, absolutely, take them to the local shops.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know, maybe something to think about since you've got this epic story thought out for it. Why not have a plan to because you could literally do it as a monthly thing,
right?
And people would like to actually see something. Hey, I get
see
this
what you
monthly.
mean. So like,
do it newsprint because
Mhm.
these colors would translate
Mhm.
to newsprint. I mean, you might have to tweak them a little bit, and I don't know the logistics of printing on newsprint. Pete does. Pete's fantastic though.
Mhm.
But I don't know, just a thought.
Mhm.
Just a thought, because I mean, I work in my LCS. I work in my childhood comic shop,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, bring something
I would
before. It was
love to
awesome.
be able
Awesome.
to have something like this on the wall
Mhm.
to point to people, be like, hey, you're looking for something cool, sci-fi, fantasy, check this out.
Mhm.
This is up on the wall.
Mhm.
It's 30 pages. It's it's on newsprint. It's like $6,
Mhm. Right.
or something
Right.
like that.
Mhm.
If it's on newsprint, it'd probably be even cheaper. Like,
Yeah.
because they do the 80-page monsters for $6.
Right.
So probably be able to
Yeah,
do it
because
for like
alternative
buck
books
50,
go for what,
$2.
like $3? I think alternative is like $2.99
No,
or
a buck 50.
$1.99. Yeah, there it is. Thank you.
Yep. Yep.
$1.50. Man, sometimes I forget his
Buck
books are
50.
so low, which is
Well,
amazing. But like I
yeah.
said, I guess it's that well, one, he prints a lot, but also because that drops the price down of printing when you print up in bulk. But also, like you said, on the newsprint on top of that makes it
Well, I
get
mean,
that price
Boyd
point down.
Walker, my
Mhm.
boy Spencer,
Mhm.
and Christian Rossi, they do a
Mhm.
great job on Void Walker, and that book looks fucking fantastic
Mhm.
on newsprint.
Mhm.
And the way they do the book, the way the artwork looks, I'm not sure it would translate
Mhm.
to glossy paper
Right.
as well. You
Right.
know what I mean? It works well on newsprint.
Mhm.
So yeah. So I mean, just a thought, man.
Mhm.
Because like I said, looking at the artwork, I know I have customers that would probably dig this,
Mhm.
and it would be cool to be able to be like, hey, check this out. Just a thought, something to
Mhm.
think about in the future.
Right.
You got your thing going on here. You got a good thing going on. But I'm always trying to think of how we in this scene can incorporate comic shops, how we can work with comic
Mhm.
shops,
Mhm.
because they will still house back issues, and my shop still sells normal issues, still sells regular issues, um, but there's not much on the wall,
Mhm. Mhm.
because razor thin margins, man. I mean, they've been that way for forever.
Mhm.
Um, so just having new stuff to have people put on their pull list,
Right.
you know,
Definitely.
and if somebody, if enough people order it, then
Mhm.
she'll get an extra one to put on the wall.
Mhm.
Somebody
Mhm.
sees that, they pick it up, they add it to their pull list.
Mhm.
These are the hopeful thoughts that I get when I think about stuff like this. So I don't know, man.
Nice. Nice.
I love comics. I love this scene that we've got, because it's a resurgence of the love of storytelling,
Mhm. Yeah.
and it is we've got a new avenue to tell these stories. We've got a new avenue to get these stories to customers that
Mhm.
really want to read this stuff.
Mhm.
And there is a way forward that we can maintain our shops as well. So that's my philosophy anyway. And I'm gonna work to bring that to fruition.
Nice philosophy.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I
We can do it.
appreciate
We can
that.
get there.
Yeah. So, you guys out there in the chat, any questions? Also, a unique approach. Well, I think a unique approach is what's necessary, because one way fully isn't really working,
Mhm.
and comic shops are kind of brick and mortar shops, and we kind of need like a regular influx of product to have people come back each week. So what Alterna is doing with Clint and Sweetcast, I mean, Alterna still produces monthly books. They just distribute them, themselves, like fucking badasses. Yeah, I kind of feel like they led the charge of this whole like exodus from Diamond,
right?
And
I hope more of that starts happening more. I mean, I don't know how it's going to happen. I know it's going
Diamond
to take a
needs
lot of money for people to produce distribution.
They had competition before. The problem was that Diamond bought up all the competition.
Yeah.
And they need competition again, and they're about to get it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, both Marvel and DC have left now. I do find it funny and really goddamn hypocritical that the entire industry like crucified DC the year prior. Said, "Ooh, how could you? Blah blah blah. You're turncoats. Blah." Marvel does it, and they praise them. Oh, you're so brave.
Go Marvel. Oh,
how about a heaping helping?
You're
of
so
fuck
brave.
You? Like no, you hypocritical asshats. Nuh-uh. So no, I'm glad that they've both left previews, because now it means that previews is going to have to really cater to the indie scene. And yes, they've still got Image, they've got Dark Horse, Boom, and stuff like that, but maybe this will allow for a little bit more room for those guys that are actually playing the fucking game.
Right, it's like
the
an open
old game where they get like a tiny little section and this super fucking tiny like thumbnail to sell their book, to hopefully get somebody to notice that tiny little ad and get their book and order it for the shop to get sold in a shop. Because I mean that's what we all wanted when we were kids, right? When we were all like excited about making comics, we all wanted to have our book show up in a comic shop. Yeah.
Yep. It's a beautiful feeling when they actually get a book in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is unfortunate what the big two has become. It's and I say this often. It's because these companies, Marvel and DC, they become big name brands because these movies make a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, when things make a lot of money, they attract disingenuous people that don't care about the history or the the fans that help make all that money that they're salivating over. They just see the money, they see the brand name, they want to put it on their CV, and they want to move on to something else. And I cannot stand that kind of disingenuous behavior or attitude. So I'm hoping that there's change coming, and that there will be an influx of creators that want to make comics, like want to be in comics. They're not trying to go anywhere else. They're not, oh well, I've got my script for a movie on the back burner, and as soon as my script hits, I am such a ghost. Like, that attitude needs to fucking die. If you find something along the way that that you can do, fine, but focus on telling good stories with your comic books first. Like, this is not a stepping stone. This is a hobby that people have been doing for 80 fucking years, longer. Right.
Right.
I mean, Marvel's only been around for 80 years. The comic's been around for a long time. They're supposed to be fun stories, So anyway, I'm going to fold up my soapbox now and climb down off of it. Do you guys have any questions? Thank you. I mean, it's just, another reason why I enjoy this type of thing and this informal setting is because this is how I talk when I'm in my comic shop. Like, this is how I talk with my customers. I mean, granted, there's generally less profanity because you can worry about the kids coming in.
Right.
I'm a little better about it, but yeah. This is how I talk with my regulars. I want people to be excited about the books that they're picking up when they come into my shop. I want people to be excited about the books they're making when I'm talking to them. When they're pitching them. Like you said, it's energy. If you're not putting that energy out there, if you're not giving it what it needs to be alive, then you're just wasting your time and everybody else's.
Yep, exactly.
My opinion. Quit hiring people who do opinion pieces for news articles. Yeah. Well, I mean, unfortunately, you can thank our clickbait society for that.
Mhm.
Like, it's knee-jerk reaction.
Mhm.
Nobody does research. Nobody actually reads the article. They just,
Mhm.
headlines.
All the
We've
bleeding.
become a headline society, and ugh, it's exhausting. Like, it really is. It's just exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
I get exhausted just thinking about like all the I guess you could say all the I feel like a lot of stuff's just trickery nowadays where they they put out a trailer for a movie or at whatever for a show and it looks interesting, but then you're like nowadays it's more and more where you go, are they hiding all that weird crazy political and all that stuff in there, and then you might sit down to give it a chance, and then you're like sometimes not even one episode in, and you're like, oh well, yep, here we go. It's like shit, and that's one of the things too I feel about like comics nowadays. Unfortunately, the mainstream, like we said, was unfortunately what happened to Big Two. I don't trust buying mainstream books ever since like shit
well, there's still
2016
some good out there.
2017. Yeah, every now and then there's good ones that come, like I know there's been some good Daredevil issues and
Chip Zdarsky has done a great job on Daredevil. Like,
but
him and Mateos, not god damn it, who's he working with? Marco Chetto. That's who he's been working with for the majority of that run. They have done some really good comics. Seriously. Despite how crazy he can be, Donny Cates knows how to write a good comic book. Like, he actually does seem like he's having fun, which is good. I want to see more of that. As you boys said, I want to give credit where credit's due. I want to give praise where praise is due. Like, I don't know, if you complain about something and there's marked improvement in it, then at least acknowledge it. Don't we have to be allowed to be critical, but at the same time we have to allow people to get better at this stuff. That's the whole point of being critical about something, is that okay, you see this, and if they choose to fix it, then you acknowledge that, hey, you worked on that, that's awesome, this is getting better. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah, no one's born a perfect artist or a perfect writer or whatever. Perfect musician. No, it takes time to learn the craft and learn your style, and sometimes it takes learning what people want a little bit too, because I still believe you should definitely do what you're doing, or what you want to do, but at the same time I enjoy too giving people a little bit, like for instance when I did Cat of Flux issue 1, it's got a lot of action in it, but some people were saying they would like if there was more action, so I'll up the action in issue 2. Issue 2 has a lot of action in it, so and
let's
people
listen
really
to your customers.
And
listen
people
to your
really
audience.
enjoyed issue 2 for that. So, that gave me a great feeling, and it was fun writing all that action. I love putting, action there. It's just that issue 1 was a little more world building than issue 2. So I had to kind of,
things up.
get the start, in that way. But like again, it's like, it's okay to like, listen to your fans and, adjust things, tweak a little bit for them here and there. But still, you can still totally do what you want to do as well. Because you're like we said earlier, you're taking them on a journey. We're taking them on a ride. And having fun. Having fun along the whole way. That's
exactly.
So I think that's what it should be about: having fun and like you said too, making people think, making people feel, and relate to the story, like they can see themselves in the story. They can see, you see a character going through a bunch of crazy shit. You remember, well, that time I went through some crazy shit, you can relate in that way, and what have you. Again, it's just all, it's an experience, that I'm a firm believer in stories being an experience. Even if it's just something that's just all action, that was still a lot of fun action, hopefully, but
well, I mean, they're all elements. They're tools that you use to construct a story. I think it's the poor writer that only focuses on one tool to craft the story. Like you've got to use all of these things and you must weave them together. You
Definitely.
use this to shape this way. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know.
Like
I think visually
machine.
I'm an artist. I'm an artist. So I've been, I draw, I paint, I sculpt, so I
Mhm.
see things visually, and,
Right.
I see it using things to shape the story.
Mhm.
Each story has its like own shape and like the way
Mhm.
the story goes,
Mhm.
its twists and turns, its little branches,
Which that's something I love too about like something that's a like an
What's
episodic
up,
kind of
Zinger?
thing. What's up, man?
Welcome.
Like an episodic kind of thing, but or like different like movies. Well, like Star Wars is different episodes,
Mm-hmm.
but each one feels its own unique way. Empire doesn't
Yes.
feel like Jedi. I mean it does, but it's still
They
different.
feel like they're
Quite a
part of the
bit
same
different.
whole, but they're different.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I
Yeah.
like playing with that idea and as a storyteller as well. It's something I'm doing with Chaotic Flux. Like all three issues, they run as a straight story that all can
Mm-hmm.
interconnect, but at the same time, each issue feels a, a decent amount different from one another. And I guess too, like I've sat there and I've watched shows that it's just kind of the same thing over and over and over again, and
Yeah.
that I get bored with that. Not like
Yeah.
like definitely all the time, but sometimes I do. If it's just kind of like, okay, this episode's adventure is a lot like the last one, but just a little bit different. The
Right.
villain's different this time. It's a different person as a villain or a different monster or whatever, but still basically the same thing. But so I more so enjoy the shows that really have different arcs as you're going along, and different
Definitely.
feels, and so that's
All comes back to
I'm
character
incorporating that into
progression.
Chaotic Flux. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes back to character progression. You gotta
Hmm.
the audience needs to feel like they're getting somewhere.
Right. Well, plus like
Sitcoms.
again, when like relating to everyday life, you don't go through the
Mhm.
same thing every day. I mean, sure, you go to work every day, but there's still
Right.
different things that happen at work, versus the last days or whatever, and
Definitely.
and whatever else you do in your life, it's not the same thing all the time. And
Well, adventures are not sitcoms, and that's I
Mhm.
think that's another thing that gets forgotten along the way is that
Yeah,
everything has to be funny now.
right.
It's like no, is adventures are not sitcoms, so they don't have to reset at the
Mm,
end.
mm.
So it has the same jumping off point each time. No,
You
we
remind
need
me
we
of
need progression.
you remind me of you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
I've watched the first I guess the first 3 seasons. I'm a little
okay, yeah,
behind.
yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't seen season 4 yet. I keep meaning to sit down and watch it, but uh, you remember like there's the episode where like they had like alternate dimension versions of themselves, and
Oh
like
yeah,
the
the
original
the
versions
the
died,
Council
so
of
the alternate
Ricks.
versions took over their lives. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and that carried on. Like there was few episodes down the line where
yeah,
that came back up again. I thought it was so cool, that they
yeah.
because it's a sci-fi sitcom, but like I
Right.
said, there's stuff that
There's
carries
still
over.
adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and like you said, it doesn't reset every the next week starts and
I mean, certain things
no one acts
reset.
like
It
nothing
has
happened.
a general area that it resets to, but yeah,
Right, right,
and
right.
that's a pretty good blending of genres, like the
Mhm,
sitcom and the adventure comedy type
mhm,
thing. Um, but yeah, I mean that's what you can do if you kind of
mhm,
understand stories and the structures and how they kind of work, and
mhm,
still give people that satisfying adventure. I think that's
mhm,
probably why Rick and Morty is so successful, is that not only is it funny,
mhm.
but it actually takes people on an adventure.
Right,
You
right. And I
know.
love the dark elements to it too, and
Hmm.
it's got like really cool action, in that show. Sometimes I'm just like,
Yeah,
this is like top quality, animated action.
yeah. The animation
Lots of
took me a
fun,
little
lots of
bit to
fun.
get used to.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. There was something about it initially, but
Mm.
yeah. I don't know. I couldn't watch. Do you remember that show Squidbillies? I couldn't watch
Oh
Squidbillies.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't watch Squidbillies just because the
I,
animation just
right.
grated on my
Well, right.
eyes.
Well, see, because I started watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I remember that show,
Mhm.
but when
I
it
do love
pretty
that
much
one.
I think I started watching that in the second season. When
Mhm.
I or maybe on the tail end of the first season, and I'm watching this thing, and I'm like, what is this? Like talking fries and shake, and I'm like, what the? And it took me a little bit to like you said, kind of like start to like it, you know, and then I started getting it like with the comedy and the character interactions and the situations, and I'm like, and then I just started like really thinking it was hilarious, you know. But like I said, it was weird getting used to talking food products, and the animation at first was a little strange, but I got used to it and I really started liking it. And then so I think that made it easier for me to like Squidbillies. I didn't like it as much as Aqua Teen, but I still thought it was pretty funny, and I didn't mind the animation. But like I said, I think Aqua Teen eased me into the weird animation, the weird 2D. Was it a Flash animation?
Yeah, that's what they were doing back at the time. See, I moved on to like Frisky Dingo, and then Archer.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Archer's one of my favorites. I love that show.
Yep.
Let's see. King Link says the first book I am working on is world building, or book or chapter. If he goes full 300 pages.
Wow.
Story is more of an 80s, 90s action film, small bits of humor and quips, but not saturated. Unfortunately, that's what happens when things become formulaic. They get saturated like that. Yeah, you'll have to hit me up when you're ready to start promoting your book.
300 pages. That's incredible.
Yeah. You might need to break that up into smaller chunks.
Yeah. I mean, just to pay for that up front, that's a lot of money. I'm not trying to like squish his bubble there, Papa's bubble, but yeah, that's That's like aren't like some of the like omnibuses that they come out with, like where they're like 500 pages or
things are
thick. I mean, so 300 still, well,
you could
he probably
beat somebody to death with them easily. Right. They're big, heavy books. All right, you guys got any questions for Scott before we wrap it up here? Because you know what? Let's watch the trailer one more time. One more again. Did I share the audio? We're gonna find out. Ha! I did.
Then a sci-fi saga canon Flux continues in issue number 3, Relentless. Drawn and colored by Brian Romano and Brian McKnight. Written by Scott Payne and lettered by Janelle Brill. Relentless jumps right in from where we left off. Zithara must give it her all like you've never seen before to become this titan of humanity. But what could prove to be a bigger problem for a young heroine is Lieutenant Black. As he waits for the right moment to capture Zithara for his twisted cyborg overlord, Thrax's Pride. Sword, Strike, and Zithara unite for the first time in the gaming super team, the Crimson Flame. Plus, a bloody showdown in Ladderless. All this and more after 30 pages of relentless sci-fi action and suspense. Don't miss out on Cat Flux number 3, Relentless.
Yes. Oh, wait, I gotta click over here. Damn it. You fooled me, StreamYards. You fooled me. This is exciting, man. I love that trailer. The trailer. Oh, and I still haven't. Hang on. Right, I gotta fix this. I forgot. Sorry. Who did your trailer again?
Oh, I did.
You did. Nicely done, man. Thanks, man. I dig the choice in music.
Thank you. Yeah. The first trailer was not so. It was metal-ish. It wasn't so heavy though, and then the second one was really heavy, and this one I decided to do really heavy again. So,
works well.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, I mean, like what you talked about earlier, we're both pretty big metalheads, and I mean, this book is the style and the look of it. It's a lot of things, but I feel like it's metal. I mean, I'm not saying it's all metal because I do incorporate so many different elements in there, but I think it has that metal vibe. So I think the music's fit pretty well. I've heard people comparing the book sometimes to a little bit like on the heavy metal side, for the heavy metal magazine stories a little bit anyway, in terms of the style, like the monsters and the big crazy epicness behind it. But I
could definitely see something like this showing up in heavy metal. Yeah. Definitely. All right, you guys. Well, if there are no other questions, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I thank you so much for coming to hang out here.
Thank you so much.
On the killer closeouts.
Hell yeah.
And go grab this book. Remember,
May 10th.
May 10th, a lot of these are going to disappear.
Yeah. All that's left will be the standard version of the books and the PDFs. Everything else will be gone. So get in while you can.
Do it now. Do it now. See you guys later.